so about week 32, and this is the 6th of August until the 12th of August. And I really love the collection I used for this week. So I decided to use the homemade collection from Cartabella because the cards were just perfect, really. And I just really liked the colours. I thought they were quite summery. And yeah, I just really love how this layout came together, to be honest. I don't actually have that many photos for this week, even though it was quite a busy week. It wasn't a busy sort of like out and about week sort of thing. We just had a load of stuff to do in the house. We had the animals because we were dog sitting and stuff like that. So yeah, not loads and loads going on apart from inside our house. So the paper pad that I'm using is just a cheap one from The Works, and it was like this bloom into spring or something like that, step into spring, and it was really nice, and it suits the collection really well with the yellows and the greens, pinks and stuff. So I really liked how that came out. So I'm going to use that Together card for my title card because it had the most space around it, and it's a really nice card. It just says Together is our favourite place to be. And then for the card that's going to go next to it, there wasn't any other sort of 6x4 ones that I wanted to use, really. So I decided on using this awkward shaped cut apart, which just says home is wherever I'm with you. And I decided to back it on that nice yellow flowery paper. I'm going to outline it in some washi tape. This washi tape I think is from Paper Chase because it's really thick. So I think it's from Paper Chase, and it's just a orangey yellowy sort of one, and it's just really nice. It's a thin one. So I'm going to outline it with washi tape. Then I'm just going to stick a few of the sunflower stickers around it and call it a card. So yeah, I really like how that one came out. So yeah, this week was predominantly looking after the dog as well as some house bits and pieces. So we are actually putting our house up for sale. So it's been a bit of a stressful sort of time, just getting the house decluttered. Suddenly when your house got to sell, you don't like your house and you want to get rid of everything. So we've literally been to the tip, I don't know, about 3 or 4 times now. We've repainted, we've filled in random things that we probably should have done, 4 or 5 years ago. And yeah, just decluttering really and tidying up. So the first step obviously was to get it valued. So we obviously wanted the house to be in the best shape it could be, so when these people were coming around to value the house, it was going to look and be in its best position, really. So the first photo is a picture of Joe and I. So we'd just come back from our weekend break, and this was the Sunday, and we literally spent 11 hours just tidying the house from top to bottom because one of them was coming around on Monday, so we had to get it done ASAP. So we were just the whole day just clearing the house. Joe did the outside, I did the inside. And we just really try to make it as nice as possible. So that's a picture of Joe and I. Joe was up a ladder filling in like a crack in the wall, and I was going to go up and paint it. So that was what we were doing on the evening. So I just back it on some nice green paper, put the little sunflower sticker, and it says thank you. Just because, I'm really grateful for Joe, really. He does do a lot of DIY and things. Not that I wouldn't do it, it's just that he offers to do it, so why would you not take that? So I do a lot of the cleaning, he does a lot of the DIY, so that's fair enough. So the card that I'm going to use for next to that one, it just says our kitchen is for dancing, and I just thought that was really cute. I am a bit distracted at this video because I'm actually supposed to be working, so I was just typing back to one of my colleagues whilst I was working. It was a very, very quiet day, to be fair, but I was just sorting that out whilst I was flicking through these cards. And I'm going to use the one that says our kitchen is for dancing, just because we were actually in the kitchen when we took that picture, and I just thought that was quite cute. And then the photo that's going to go next to that is just a picture of me walking Charlie. So Charlie is Joe's mum's dog, and we had him for about 10 days. Joe's mum was in Spain, so we had him for a few days, and it's really nice to have him. He's a very placid dog now that he's getting a bit older. He doesn't really hear anything. He's quite deaf and he's quite blind, so it sounds awful, but it's actually quite easy to have him because he doesn't bark as much and he's not quite so prone to about what's going around him, so he just sort of sleeps most of the day, so he's pretty easy. He doesn't really like a long walk. He just goes for a plod around the neighbourhood, and I think he only goes to get a treat at the end anyway. So yeah, he's a really lovely dog, and it's nice to have him. He's just very chilled. So just put some washi tape down the side of it. I'm going to use that little strawberry sticker and a little sunflower sticker at the bottom as well. So I just want to document having him because he's getting older. Sad when your sort of childhood pets are getting older, but yeah, that was one of Joe's childhood dogs, bless him. And then the card that's going to go next to that, which I thought was absolutely perfect, is just a white one with like a little dog. It's almost like watercoloured on because of the paper that Cartabella has. It's like watercolour, looks really good on it. So it looks like a watercoloured dog, and it just says life is better with a dog. So I thought that was perfect. And to be honest, those two cards are what sold it for me because they were so perfect for what these two photos were. And I just thought that's perfect. We were at home a lot and we were just sort of appreciating our home and, you know, playing with the animals and stuff like that. So it was perfect. And then the one thing I did do outside the house that week was I went out for food with my friends in York after work. And we went to this cute Italian place, very traditional, very homemade food, basically, very nice. So yeah, that's just a picture of all our meals. I'm going to put a sticker in the middle of it that says let's eat, and I'm going to use some of the little lemon sliced stickers just to dot around in the 3 on there. And then the only card that's left, obviously I wanted to put in some journaling elements, so I'm going to use this like recipe, which I'm well aware that obviously it's got some bits and pieces on there about recipes, but I'm just going to ignore them. I'll probably cross them out, to be honest. I might even use my, what is it called? The stuff that, Tipex. Use my Tipex to Tipex over it, basically, and just write out what we did for the first part of the week. So for the title, I'm going to use these stencils. I really wanted to use black stickers, but I don't really have that many, so I thought I'll use these stencils, quite easy to get to because I am moving all my stuff around in my room at the moment, so a lot of my stuff is sort of in cupboards, but these were really simple and I just thought it's easy. And I'm going to use my black pen just to go through obviously the stencil, and I was quite surprised. This was either going to go one or two ways. It was either going to ruin the card or look really nice. And it did actually look really nice in the end. I just like how simple it is. And I actually managed to line them up pretty well because it's quite hard to line them up because you can't really see where anything else is around it because of obviously the stencil. But it came out really nice. So I'm happy with that. And then I'm just going to stamp my dates at the bottom and put a little sunflower in between. And that's pretty much everything for this part of the week. Yeah, a lot of home renovations and home stuff going on at the moment. So it's not the most picturesque to photograph, but obviously I still want to document it. So you'll see a few things going on this week, the next couple of weeks, with what we are doing to our house and obviously the progress of potentially selling our house. So it's all go. Obviously alongside that, I'm also wedding planning as well. So it's chaos, and also holiday planning and honeymoon planning. So yeah, it's a bit everywhere. But I hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll be back soon. Bye.